Hi everyone, let's start with Docker Swarm, which is a cluster that Docker can use. Like all the containers will be in a mode of like clustered mode with multiple nodes as worker nodes as well as one manager node on who would be managing all the worker nodes centrally. So node 1 here is actually this is ChillChamp 2 and this is ChillChamp 3. So you can have multiple nodes. Basically it's just small configuration that you need to do. First you need to check whether Docker version is same, and then you have to specify and disable live restore. Live restore has to be disabled on all the nodes because you cannot run it with swarm mode. So basically you are configuring this, you are creating this particular file in one of the node, and then let me just go to this is my another machine. See, if you somehow I lost the connectivity. Okay, there's something wrong with the system. Okay, my ChillChamp 1 is available. I'm just exiting from here. You see I have created this particular file. This one I'm deleting as well, closing as well. So I have two machines right now. One is this and second is this. So this is ChillChamp 2, this is ChillChamp 1. So ChillChamp 2 is going to work as manager. Let's go to the file and show you. This is the configuration which I did. Then configure swarm cluster in manager node. You basically go to the manager node where you want to be a manager on particular, or the management node of Docker containers. Just run the command docker swarm init, and for example in my case I have run it already, docker swarm init. It gives you this initialized current node ID is this, is now a manager, and then to add a worker to this swarm, run following command: docker swarm join. And this particular command actually make your worker node a worker. And to add a manager to this swarm, run docker swarm join token manager. So if you want to create another manager, you can run this command. So basically now this server is our manager and ChillChamp 1 should be our worker node. So this is the command which we are supposed to run: docker swarm join, then run token, this, whatever it has been specified here, just run it exactly. So in our case somehow this has not, well, we are cancelling the earlier command. Let's run it this way, this, then take the second command like this. Yeah, wait a second, this and this, and then join the master node on port this. So once you run this command, this node has joined the swarm as a worker. So if you go ahead and see, first you disable the live restore, then you have initiated the manager, and now you have created a worker node as well using this command. Then if you want to see whether you are part of the cluster or not, you just need to say docker node 1 Because it's a worker node, you need to run this command on top of your manager node. So just go to your manager node and run this command. You would be able to see two nodes, ID, host name, and status. This is leader right now. ChillChamp2 is master of the cluster. Now, once it is done, after creating Swarm cluster, next configure services that Swarm cluster provides. Create some container image on all nodes for service list. This example use container image which provide HTTP service. For example, going to this link. I don't know what link it is. And then configure service on manager node. So basically, I have one manager. If I go here, Docker images -a, can see there is some image that I pulled it out already. So here I'm planning to pull this image. Docker pull this image, and okay, so let's go to some other simple web server. We put in Docker pull. I'm taking a random random image, which you don't have to take it necessarily, and let's just do it like this on the same thing. I have done it on another server as well. Now once you have taken both the images, now configure service on the manager node. After successfully configuring service, access manager node host name and IP address to verify it works normally. By the way, request to worker nodes are load balanced with round robin. Just say Docker images on manager node, which is my ChillChamp2. This is there, and on the other node I have this web server as well. Now create service with two replicas. Now what I'm going to do is going to run it with on the manager node going to run like this, because I have this image Docker service create name Swarm cluster and name replicas 2, or you can say, because only one machine is working as a worker host. I cannot have two replicas. If I need to do that, I need to create another server, which I need to go and use here, where I am running another server which ChillChamp3 I can use. So open 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm specifying my new password. That's what is needed. Now I'm going here again and doing it again. Root, not root. It's not root. I need to create the session again with the user, new password. By the way, these tutorials I'm not taking it from any learning site or any. It's just my internet searches and my studies that I used for this. So sudo su, and I'm going to specify root the user password to log into yum install docker engine, and let's just install Docker as of now. It gives me all the Docker specific files. It's fine, and there are some unfinished transactions and all that is fine because it's just a test server. We would shut it down once it is done. Now, if you go here, you would be able to see that what I ran here. Same thing I'm going to run again. Let's just go on the new machine once Docker is installed. And before that, I need to make sure that that JSON file which we were talking about has to be created as it is there on 3. So it's installing it. Once it's done, we would do the next thing. Because we need to run 2 worker nodes, as of now we are running with just one. So one is manager node, VI. This guy has to have the same configuration like rest of the guys. This is my okay. Now this has been created. Service Docker start. This command redirects to the same service, or you can say systemd service. I have enabled it as well. So now this node is ready to join my cluster. Now I just need to make sure that I'm executing right commands here. Now I'll just go ahead and run the same command like this. Sorry, this is actually the command which I ran to make it. This node is a worker. I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so Docker swarm join, and then this. Then this, and then specify the host. So this node joined the swarm as a worker. If you go back to the manager node is chilchamp2. Now I can create a replica of my web server, but before that, make sure you have downloaded the same image on the new Docker host as well, container host as well. Let's go back and download the same image. Docker pull. This has to be there because we are going to use the same repository. Once this is done on the manager node, it will be done in any very small time because there are multiple threads and internet speed is quite fast. Okay, it's done. Now we are going to create our web server using the image which we have. We are using the image called Docker IO, and we are going to specify both the hosts because I am not sure whether which port it is using right now. I am using port 8880 and port 443 as well. Replicas will be 2, and I am going to create a swarm cluster. Cluster has been created. Now show service list.